I am heated. I hate our system. Long Beach, 20-year-old DUI suspect pleads not guilty to 3 counts of murder and crash. DUI suspect
Because he hasn't been convicted yet.
3 counts of murder and crash that killed family. Wow.
Hey, we're live.
What's up?
Yeah.
We are live. Oh, I gotta share it, right?
Just let everybody watch us
I was reading this story, man. Dude, this so
in our
much,
natural habitat.
so much crazy stuff, man. So much crazy stuff going on. You know what I'm talking about?
There's a lot of it. Some would even say more of it started today with some hearings.
Oh. Yeah, but that's just like crazy stuff that nothing's gonna happen, you know?
Well, until something else comes about.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, when this one fails, then something else will come out.
Which I'm curious what it's gonna be.
He had sex with Monica Lewinsky.
Lewinsky.
Everybody did.
Yeah. Don't you know? Just let me know when
Hold on.
when you're ready. Doing your stuff.
I'm enjoying this music. Bring in the piano.
Dude, I love piano.
I always wish I knew how to play the piano.
I love piano. You know what I love more than the piano, though? Is the fucking violin. I fucking love violin. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
You don't like the violin?
The violin's cool, but
It
I
just
think-
seems a lot more classy to me.
I think the saxophone's better than.
No. But you know what?
Saxophone
I
is
love
sexy.
I love
Saxophone is sexy.
I love
Saxophone
me
is sexy, dude.
I love me some Alicia Keys on the piano.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I bet you more dudes have been laid playing the saxophone than the violin.
I mean, yeah.
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 I'm not going to argue with that, man.
That's sound logic.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe over in like Europe there's a bunch of dudes getting, some vag.
They're all
because-
pussified.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but it doesn't mean they're not getting pussy.
You got a bunch of Kenny G's over there on the flute.
Kenny G.
Fighting,
Sarah played the saxophone.
fighting pussy off with that flute.
Sarah played the saxophone
Bitch, not tonight. I got 3 shows.
in the band. You remember that, right, Brandon?
Yeah,
Does
I
she
remember
play it
those
at home?
days.
Huh?
Good days.
She played at home for you?
Yeah. Why you think we got 3 kids?
Fuck yeah. Woo.
She's serenading you all the time.
Yeah, dude.
You walk in, then she starts playing, and you're like, oh shit.
Mhm.
The panties just drop, son.
He opens the door and just hears saxophone in the bedroom.
My fucking panties drop right away. What are we? All right, I'm ready.
You ready to get into
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
and we fade out this music here, and then just like that, bam, and here we go.
I like it. Dude, I was doing that. It probably looks like I'm sucking dick. The microphone. What's up, everybody? We are back with another hard-hitting episode of From the Left Hash. I'm your host, JJ Torres, and to my right, I got my man, the mouse from the south.
Yeah.
Oh, you wonder why I got 2 there? Or what?
Yeah, I just noticed you had 2.
Last week I left my other bottle. Sorry, man.
And this motherfucker couldn't clean it?
Dude, there's rappers here from like 2 years
Wow.
ago.
Wow. This guy.
And then on the 1s and 2s.
Hey man, I'm never over there at that table. All right, as far as I'm concerned, that's y'all's table.
Okay.
Apparently,
this
on
is
the
mine.
on the 1s and 2s is the dirtiest motherfucker here.
Hey man, I do what I can, and just like last week, I'm here just so I don't get fined.
Well, that's a good reason to be here, you know?
Yeah, man, them fines add up.
Yeah. Today, oh shit, dude, I don't even have my notebook open. What is wrong with me?
Man,
Today we're gonna be talking some MLB news that came out yesterday or so.
Fuck if I know.
NFL, college football. And surprise, surprise, like always, we're not talking basketball today because I don't want to talk about it.
That looks like a rapper's notebook, man.
A rapper's?
A rapper, like it
I look
goes-
like Eminem on the bus?
yeah, like it goes everywhere with you all the time. Just in case you get a great idea, you can start writing it down.
Dude, sometimes I'll be driving, right? Because driving is usually when I do a lot of my thinking.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a bad time to do it.
To write? Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm
it's
saying
a
like
bad
I could,
time to drift off and start thinking is
No.
when you're driving.
no, dude, no, it's not. It's the best time to think.
Fuck no,
Yeah, it is. How is it not the best time to think?
bitch, because it's kind of one of the times you want full attention at the wheel while you're doing 60 or 70.
Dude, if you can't do two things at once, I mean, you sound like a bitch. You know what I mean?
I mean, I can like talk dirty and have sex at the same time. Does that count?
Yeah. I guess it
Well, then
does.
good. I can multitask.
Right? What's up, sluts? What's up, bro? Do we got the comments coming in right here or no? I just saw this one. What's up, bro, Chacho? I don't know. It's on our Facebook page.
All right. Shut your goddamn mouth.
Fucking saying.
All right, man.
muted.
Let's get into this shit. We are kicking it off hot.
Hot.
Yeah. Oh.
That came in hot.
Yeah, you gotta scoot back when you're gonna scream, man. Yeah, we're gonna start it off hot, and we're gonna talk about your cheating ass fucking Astros.
Allegedly.
Allegedly cheating. I don't know, dude. I think it's kind of like a fact once one of your ex players says that y'all were doing it.
Dude, anybody can get fired from any job and then turn around and just start talking shit.
He didn't get fired though.
I mean, it happens everywhere.
He just went somewhere else.
You know how many people lose their job in McDonald's and then go to social media and like, you know, we get our hamburgers from here and this shit ain't cooked and that shit ain't that and this and that. And they just start letting out all the dirty laundry.
So
It
you
happens.
think it's just a disgruntled employee?
He's disgruntled.
Well, there's 3 of them.
There, what?
Supposedly there's 3 of them. Mike Fires is one of them, and then there's 2 other ones that wish to remain anonymous. Bitches.
Yeah.
But
Scary
what do you
bitch.
think, man?
I think they're innocent until proven guilty.
Okay, but
in
what
the
if they're
court system.
guilty? What do you think?
Then
you think
I
it's
think-
fucked up?
I think if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. so go good. You know, good for
Yeah,
them.
I mean, I get that, but
If they got a championship out of it, great. They almost had another one.
dude, it's kind of tainted, man.
Dude, give me a sport where they don't cheat. So
No,
you're
but I'm
cheating
saying,
one way or
okay,
another.
so people are always gonna steal signs, right? That's a
Yeah.
thing in baseball. But to me, as a player, I fucking hated it. I don't like when people try to steal signs. Like I usually I would play shortstop or second. So whenever a guy got on base and I noticed that he was, trying to tell the batter what was coming, it fucking pissed me off, and I'd start talking shit to the dude and calling him a bitch and a pussy.
yeah, but if the
Right?
pitch is still good, they
No,
won't be
but
able
I'm
to hit
saying, right?
Oh,
I didn't like it.
it. Okay, that's
Okay.
your perspective. I would
Yeah.
probably like it.
And then I didn't like it when you're doing it like that, but people do it in the game like that. And there are always coaches trying to steal signs from, the third base coach and stuff like that. But when you're starting to take it to where you're putting a fucking camera in the center field, out in the center
Allegedly.
field, allegedly, and then you're having it feed into the dugout, and then you're making noises to let the hitter know what's coming. That's taking it too far.
Maybe the center field camera is to watch their pitcher pitch. Why has it got to be to watch the other team pitch? Maybe it's to watch their team.
Have you
pitch.
seen the videos?
No, I don't care.
Can you pull up some of the videos, Brandon? You got to be quiet though while we're listening to it.
Because you hear the bats. I know. You hear the.
I thought you said you didn't see the videos.
No, I heard it. I mean, I heard
I
about
just
it.
asked you,
I heard about it.
but you didn't watch the videos. Okay,
but
so
I'm
we'll
a-
see the videos.
When you
We'll
said
watch
to
the
be
videos.
quiet, I assumed it's so I can hear the bats.
Yeah. I just think when you're taking it to that level, it's something completely different. You're taking away from the game. It's like when Belichick was filming the walkthroughs of the other team.
What happened to him? None.
What happened to him? I can't
None.
remember. No,
what
I
happened,
think something did
what
happen
happened
to
when
him.
they deflated the ball so the running back can
think
hold
they-
them better in the
I
rain?
think it wasn't for the
Nothing.
running back. It was for Tom Brady.
Dude, it was whichever one. They were running the ball an awful lot because it was a rainy game.
Okay, but listen, it was
a deflated ball, you can grip it a lot better.
Oh, that's the other one. That's the other one when they were playing the Red Sox. But see, dude, this is the thing, dude. This is the thing. This isn't the first time that the Astros were being called out for cheating, because this was back when we won the World Series. No. This was back when they. I think that was when they.
You're
I
looking
can't
for a
remember.
specific one?
Yeah, this is the newest one. But Astros caught stealing signs.
Okay. So this ain't
But-
the first time they've been called out on cheating.
Yeah, and it's like, teams are going in there paranoid that the Astros are going in or stealing their signs.
So
It's just crazy, dude. Like,
that's advantage Astros.
like if everybody's saying that you do it,
Then it
you're
must be
probably
true.
doing it.
So if I got everybody in this neighborhood to say you were gay, even though you're not, it's got to be true.
But you're not gonna get everybody
Why not?
in the neighborhood to say
I
I'm
might.
gay. No,
I
you
might
can't.
get 95%.
How much you want to bet?
I don't want to bet nothing.
The
but I'm
first
just
thing
saying.
is they're gonna be like, look, this dude can't be gay because he's got a badass beard.
It's like there's plenty of gay. They're bears. Plenty of gay men that have beards. Big hairy motherfuckers.
You got to turn the sound on and like turn it all the way up.
There's the
Yeah.
changeup. Bang, bang, takes it.
Can you
There was
restart
the
it or
off
no?
speed. Now it's like, wait, what? What's going on here?
Yeah,
Which is
right there, right
an
there.
opposing pitcher, Danny Farquhar. Don't know if I said that right. He said there was a
Farquhar.
banging from
Isn't
the
that
dugout.
Lord
Almost
Farquhar?
like that
The king in
back
Shrek?
every time a changeup signal got put down. I found the footage. Let's watch it. Here we go.
He has since used
Bang. That one was very slight, but he
Off
takes the
speed.
changeup. Now, Farquhar looking good. Let's see. Fastball, no bang at all.
No noise.
Takes it. Next pitch. There's the
Change
changeup.
up. Oh,
Bang, bang, takes it. There was the off speed. Now, it's like, wait, what? What's going on here?
hear that?
Now
yeah,
look.
I heard it. Fastball outside.
Fastball outside. So quick, 2 signs. Geared up for the fastball, fouls it
Hmm.
off. Next pitch, change up. Bang, bang.
Oh.
That sequence is so upsetting. There's no way that is done without technology. How fast they get the bangs after the sign goes
And
down.
did you see
Watch
where
it
that
again.
pitch was
It's
at?
so fast.
That was a good pitch.
That's, just upsetting.
What are they
Now
banging
try to
on?
do Sequence.
They were
Something in
saying
the
it was
dugout?
like
Outside
something in the
fastball.
dugout, like a trash
No
can or
bang.
something.
So they got
Fouls
somebody
it off.
filming it and then relaying, or like watching it and then
They s-
relaying
yeah.
to the banger.
Well, the banger I'm thinking is the one watching the TV, and right there, the White Sox pitcher heard it, and he was like, he walked up, and you could see him when he's walking towards the catcher. You could see him look over to the Astros dugout and like, motherfuckers, why are y'all stealing my shit? And then they changed the signs up, and then he gets struck out on the same pitch he had
Oh,
fouled off
shit.
earlier.
That's some shit right there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with all the cameras that watch the dugouts, how come nobody sees a TV in there or something that they're watching?
I don't know, man. AJ, oh, I haven't seen this. Astros manager AJ Hinch on the allegation that his team was whistling in the dugout in Game 1. Dude, this is another one where they were whistling against Kershaw. And in one of the videos, dude, I don't know, man. I just don't like it.
Yeah, let's watch this
That's
animals running on the field.
That's taking it too far, man. For me, it's taking it too far, and they should be punished. Which I think the Patriots did get punished that year that they got caught. I think they lost
Doing
like some
what?
draft picks
They've
or
been
some shit.
accused of deflate, of watching video of the other team practicing.
But did they
They've
ever
been-
prove that
They've
though?
been accused of piping in sound to the stadium. I mean, they've been accused of so much shit.
There've been a lot of teams that do that though.
Okay, is it cheating?
I think it is. Whenever you're stealing signs like this, I think it's cheating. Whenever you're going to technology, I think it's cheating.
Find a better way to give a sign.
Huh?
Give the fucking catcher a microphone and a headset to the pitcher, and it says, "Hey, throw a fastball."
Then the batter's gonna hear you.
No, it's quietly fastball. Fastball.
No.
Find a better way to give a sign.
I don't know,
It's
dude.
like-
I think you're just like trying to shrug it off because you like
It's
the
like
Astros.
it's like when
you know what I mean?
It's like when in football when the huddle was made, and it was the deaf team that played, and then they realized the other teams were studying sign language so they could see the plays they were going to run. So they discovered the huddle. They're like, well, if we huddle together, nobody can see us making our hand gestures. They won't be able to see our signs.
Hold on, do what?
The way the huddle was formed in football.
Is that a thing? Is that for real?
No, it's not.
It's a thing in my head. Dude,
He's fucking out of his mind.
I'm serious.
That's not why the huddle was
Why was the huddle formed?
because before you would have to actually people weren't as smart, so you actually had to tell them what routes to run. Now people are fucking they turned
Look
it
it up,
into a
Brandon.
science.
No, he's not far off. Apparently, in 1892, a man named Paul Hubbard, who attended Gallaudet University for Deaf and Hard of Hearing, was the quarterback, and they would huddle so that way they were all kind of, and then E's theory takes over.
See?
So yeah, he's not far off. I mean,
Okay.
there's points when he's probably still full of shit.
Yeah.
But with this one, not
So the
not
deaf
much.
people adjusted and made today's huddle so that you can't steal signs. So fucking baseball adjusts. Make it to where they can't steal your sign. Find another way to relay. Other than painting your fingernails and doing a couple of numbers.
But how else are you gonna do it?
I don't know. That's up to the fucking people
What
that play
about,
baseball
like-
to figure out.
like sequences, like
They do
the
that.
batter comes up, catcher gives, hey, it's gonna be this, and it'll be fast, change up.
Yeah.
Some shit.
They do that.
you know?
They do sequences.
Is it possible? Like, does the catcher have to know what the pitch is?
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
Well, he has to know where to put his glove.
Dude, if you're throwing a 99-mile-an-hour fastball compared to a fucking 80-mile-an-hour
Change
curveball,
up or something,
it's
yeah.
gonna fuck you up.
But don't batters, like, they kind of know where the ball's coming by the release of the
No.
pitcher? Can't the catcher do the same thing?
No,
don't
because
know. I
because
think you can.
no, because
can.
the thing about a pitcher is you want your release your arm angle to be the same for every pitch, so you can't tip off batters like
But
that.
I'm sure there's certain tells, though, right?
No.
No?
I mean,
All right.
you could tell kind of how it comes out of your hand, but not really like the arm angle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I just think the catcher can move his glove a little faster.
No, because
That's all I'm
dude,
saying.
I mean, just think about it. If you're sitting there waiting for an 80-mile-an-hour curveball, and then you get a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, that's
It's only
you're talk-
15 miles an hour.
yeah, but you're talking 60 feet away.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
I get it.
I don't know
Yeah,
how many games you've watched, but like if you've ever seen a catcher get crossed up, it's pretty bad. Like I've seen a few catchers just get hit in the face with fastballs that have,
Yeah,
like
that
kind of
went
knocked them
high.
out. Yeah, because they were waiting for something else.
Yeah, I see it. But like I said, there's too much technology out there to relay on a hand gesture that everybody can see.
What about telepathy?
I mean, they can try.
Try. I've seen taking it back to Casino. You've all seen the movie Casino, where the guys were relaying messages to the other table, and he would put his hand on the side of his leg, and he would tap it a few times, and the other guy at the other table had a little eraser on a pencil on an electronic reader, and it would tap on his leg so many times, and it would let him know what
Morse
cards.
code?
Almost like a Morse code, but it would let him know what the other cards were.
okay.
I
And
don't
that's
know
how they
about
were
that
cheating.
shit. I don't know about that shit.
Okay, they were cheating in Casino, and it was working. Okay, do
It's
that.
a movie.
Okay, but the technology is sound. The catcher's already squatting. He can tap on his thing. Boop, 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 boop. What I want to send, the pitcher gets it and says, "Okay, yeah."
Yeah,
gives him
but
a
that's
little
still
nod.
something that you can steal.
How?
Watching how many times you tap and then seeing what pitch comes next.
Not if he puts it between his crotch and he's just tapping on his taint.
You
Can't
can
nobody
still see that.
Who's gonna see it? They don't
The
have a
fucking
camera under
camera
him.
that they just
Dude,
had.
the camera's gonna see this angle of his hand, and his fingers are on his
Okay.
taint, tickling it.
You're crazy, dude.
Nobody's gonna see that.
Catcher's gonna be known as the taint tickler.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he
That's not gonna
He
work.
could easily put his hand in his glove and go.
What about something in his?
That's not
glove?
gonna work.
He just-
And the pitcher
That's not
gets,
gonna work.
Dude, you're knocking down all my ideas, and you don't know.
'Cause it's
If
far-fetched,
Fucking
it's not gonna
MLB calls me, dude, and next week I have like a fucking BMW or something. I'm gonna be like, yep, they bought my fucking idea.
Why would you buy a BMW?
It's just the first thing that came to my. It depends on how much money they give me. You know what I'm saying? I think
They
that's
wouldn't have to give you much.
I
You're
think
gonna
that's
be
like
rolling
a,
in a new Ford Fusion.
that's like $100,000 idea. You know,
I don't know about that. To me, that doesn't seem feasible.
that's because you just can't expand your horizons, dude. It's not my
I can
fault that
expand
you're
it.
limited. I can't help that.
I can expand it, but it just doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
No, I don't. No. I ain't even no. That's not gonna work, dude. But still, so if it was another team, you don't think they should get punished? Do you think they should get punished if it comes out that they were cheating?
Dude, you know what? I mean, to be honest, I like the Astros, man, but I'm not like a purist. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it doesn't really bother me. If the Boston Red Sox came out that they were cheating, I'd be like, oh, well, I mean,
I know it doesn't bother you, but I'm saying, do you think that they should get punished? Because it's against the rules. It's against the rules to use technology to steal signs or
I guess
anything.
if it's against the rules and
Yeah.
it's clearly in the rules that you cannot videotape sign and you cannot relay signs and it's against the rules
Yeah.
and they broke the rules, and yeah, there should be punishment
Okay.
because technically you are breaking the rules.
Yeah.
But if there is no clear cut rule saying, hey man, you can't use a camera and record the picture,
Yeah.
then they didn't do nothing.
You don't
Now, it
think
might
it's
have been sneaky, but
you
they
don't
didn't
think
do
it's
nothing.
not ethical?
I don't give a fuck. It's baseball. They get paid millions of dollars to play fucking baseball.
We got the first Astros fan chiming in, my boy Lou. It's not cheating, just a lot of haters. Hashtag Astros. You're not gonna say that when they stripped their 2017 World Series
Hey man,
for cheating.
rubbing is racing.
Rubbing is racing, but that's not cheating.
But some people think it's cheating. Hey man, you can't fucking rub my car and put me in the fucking wall, or you rub my bumper and you throw off my fucking alignment to make me spin out.
But
of
you
first
can't.
place.
But what I'm saying is,
rubbing
if you
racing.
do that, you don't get in trouble, do
But
you?
yeah, some people call it cheating. Hey man,
No,
you're
but
cheating.
do you get in trouble by NASCAR if you wreck somebody?
Do I fucking look white and like I did on my sister? I don't fucking know. Shit.
Did you say you diddle your sister?
Do I look like I did on my sister? I don't fucking know. My cousin?
I don't know, man. You look a little suspicious.
I don't know.
Strangely specific.
Can,
I don't
can you
know.
can you check that,
I don't know the regulation. That's what we had this dirty motherfucker over here for.
young Jamie? Can you check that out, please? Yeah, I don't know if they do get in trouble for that. But see, that's what I'm saying. It's not against the rules. If it's against the rules, you shouldn't do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm if it's against the law,
I just don't like it,
Don't
dude.
do it.
Lou, you were a ball player, man. Do you like when people steal signs?
apparently he don't care. He's like, they're just hating.
Yeah, but I'm not, because he's an Astros fan.
Okay.
Okay, so like if he's playing softball and some dude does something that is cheating, you're not supposed to do. What
You're gonna
you're
get
not
mad.
gonna like it.
Yeah, you're gonna get
Like
mad.
if somebody's using a ball that they shouldn't use,
Yeah,
you're gonna get mad.
Yeah.
If somebody's using a fucking rolled bat that they shouldn't be using, you're gonna get mad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Even though some people don't get mad though.
So,
You
yeah,
know?
some people don't,
Yeah.
but it'll be that way.
I don't know, dude. Me personally, as
You don't
whenever
like
I
it?
played, I didn't like it. I didn't like stealing signs in general, and this throws it into a whole nother fucking level where it's like, come on, man, what are y'all doing? But dude, they're running into some shit, man. The fucking Astros, because they're gonna be investigating that other dude, the guy that they just fired for yelling at those three girls.
Oh, fuck, I can't think of his name either.
It's like Toonbow or some shit, Turnbow, something like that. I don't know, but
Investigating him for what? That he knew?
well, no, they were gonna interview him because of the stuff that happened when he was yelling at the girls about fucking what's that dude's name? What's the closer's name? I already forgot. The closer that beat his wife. I forgot what his name is.
Dude, I can't get none of it. Something?
Osuna. Yeah. So they're gonna investigate him because you heard about what he was screaming at the girls, right? He was like yelling at the girls, like, "Oh, I'm glad we got Osuna. I'm glad we got Osuna." You know?
Oh, is that what he was yelling back at him?
Yeah. He was yelling at some reporters that were in the press.
Well, maybe he was just
Wherever.
happy that they had Osuna. He's a good closer.
Okay, but I get that. But yelling at the girls is kind of weird.
Maybe he was yelling at the
Because
dudes
he's a
behind
woman
him.
beater.
Maybe he was yelling at the
Maybe,
dudes
but
behind him.
anyways, the baseball's gonna interview him, and now I'm pretty sure they're gonna ask him about this.
So you think he'll be another
Do-
one
do
that'll
you-
be like, yeah.
Do you think he'll be a snitch though? Like if he says if
know,
baseball if
man.
MLB comes to him and be like, hey, if you ever want to work in the MLB again, we'll give you a little break on your yelling shit, but you have to give us something
but-
if the Astros were cheating.
All he has to do is say, I don't know.
But do you think he's a snitch though?
They can't prove it. It depends. Is he from the streets?
Do you think he's Takashi?
Is he from the streets?
Do you think he's Takashi 6ix9ine?
I'm just saying.
No, he's not from the streets.
All right, then he's probably gonna fucking snitch.
Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. That's some crazy shit, though, man. They're running into some shit
Dude,
down there in H
I'm-
Town, bro.
Update on the NASCAR.
I'm just glad that they didn't win the World Series and then this shit came out.
Yeah.
I'm just whatever.
And dude, if
let's get this shit over with
What
and
was
move
up?
on
What was
next
up with
year.
the NASCAR?
Oh yeah, there's no hard and fast rule, at least from what I've seen, on if they rub or like wreck somebody.
Yeah,
that
you
they
can't
get
like
penalized.
suspend them or something.
It's kind of up to NASCAR officials. It's kind of a touchy subject.
I got you.
So they're trying to change that. But
Rubbing
you
is
can,
racing, baby.
But yeah, it's kind of just up to if you make it look like an accident, you could probably get away
But
with
they
it.
Yeah.
don't like it. The purists don't
No,
like
no,
it.
they don't like it because it kind of manipulates the race.
You're like,
too.
hey, I
because
can't-
they can use it to get
yeah,
back.
you're just like, I can't pass this dude, but if I rub him the right way, there's a chance he can lose control, and I could take
Yeah,
his
that
spot.
happens if
I
you
mean,
rub
I'm gonna
it.
lose control if you rub me the right
Keep
way.
talking about rubbing
I
people.
mean, as a
yeah.
general rule, man, that's, yeah.
But dude, I saw some stats earlier, man, that were fucking crazy, man. Okay, so where's it at? What the fuck is this? So I saw that World Series. Supposedly they said that they had stopped before the World Series is what they had said, right? But I saw like I said, I saw the video where Kershaw's pitching and they're doing some whistling, right? And so I saw some stats where their home and away splits between for their batting averages. At home against the Dodgers when they won the World Series, it was 472 was their home batting average. And their away batting average was like 142.
Yeah, but I thought like this year they had a better record away than they did at home throughout
No.
the season.
No, because they won 60 games at home. They won 61 games. They had the best home record in baseball. So, you know they were doing something.
Yeah, they fucking get hyped up in their home crowd.
Okay, but so 2017 playoffs, Altuve at home, his batting average was 472. Away, it was 143. Correa at home was 371. Away was 211. Brian McCann at home was 300. Away was .037.
Man, maybe people didn't travel well. I mean, shit.
That fucking jet lag's getting them.
Yeah, you sound like the fucking like I'm getting the breakdown from A Few Good Men
You're welcome. I'm a professional.
when he's like, tell me then, if he was set to leave at 6 a.m. on the first available flight out of Guantanamo Bay, how come he hadn't packed one thing? All his shoes are nicely in there.
Well,
All his
McCann
shirt-
obviously didn't
and you-
fucking pack his bats when
Jack,
he went.
Jack Nicholas just fucking said, what
When he
the
went
fuck
on
do
his
I
road."
know about his fucking traveling habits? Maybe he was an early riser. Maybe he liked to pack before he left.
Dude, I'm just saying, man.
So maybe they
It's
just
a,
didn't play
it's a
well
little
at home, man.
it's a little suspicious.
Suspicious, eh?
Whatever, smart guy. I don't know, man.
Dude,
it's just weird, man.
Yeah, it's gonna
you know
be
what I mean?
it's gonna be weird, and we're just gonna have to see how it all plays out.
Yeah,
man. And unfortunately,
it's your team.
it may not even prove to be nothing if they can't have hard facts.
How crazy is that? That once East starts liking the Astros, that they start going through all this shit, dude. Lose the
It's
World
something, man.
Series.
He's got that bad luck.
They come out that they're cheating.
I think they were just trying too hard to impress me. Is all.
It could have been.
That's just what happens, dude. You
Yeah.
try a little too hard and you fuck up.
Well,
It's like, man, just stay in your lane, dude, and it'll be all right.
stay in your lane.
But we'll see, dude. Unless they find a fucking video showing a close up of the pitcher's hands or something.
Of what pitchers?
I mean, the catcher's hands.
they just did.
No, I think that's somebody who took video and then enhanced it to show you something. You know what I mean? Anybody can.
Well, what are you looking for?
I mean, he can go grab an old video of us and enhance it on a certain area and show you that. I'm just saying.
But that's what they did.
No, I'm saying that's not proof from the Astro side. That's just whoever is making the story took video, had old video, and enhanced it so you can see the catcher's signs or whatever of that game.
Yeah. But what are you saying they need? to
Unless
get?
they have to find the fucking Astros hand in the cookie jar.
How are they going to do that?
Exactly. That's up to whoever's investigating to find hard proof. It's like when someone says you committed murder. They have to find some fucking blood somewhere in your house, some bloody fucking shit in your car, a weapon. They have to find something to be able to charge your ass with that.
Yeah.
You can't just be pointing people out saying, hey, man, this dude want to kill somebody. Put him in jail. It don't work like that. Got to have hard evidence.
I mean, sometimes it works like that.
Yeah, in fucking, like, little towns. We ain't there, dude.
Yeah.
This is the Astros, Houston. Hard evidence.
Yeah.
And I bet you, like, their whole communication center probably burned down the next day or so out of nowhere. Electrical fire.
Destroy the evidence.
I don't know, man. Whatever. Astros are fucking cheaters. That's all I know.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
And if it comes out that they are, then you can say, see, I told you. And I'll be like, yeah, you told me. But still, that just told me they were really, really trying.
What if they just come out and be like, there's not enough evidence?
I'll be
That's
like,
probably
damn
how
right
it'll
there
be.
wasn't. You
Yeah.
know why? You know why there wasn't no evidence? Because there was no crime. Let's move on.
But, dude, I'm just saying, dude, when you got 3 players coming back saying you did it,
Maybe they salty.
yeah.
Maybe they're going to a team that sucks and they're wishing they were playing for the World Series.
Yeah. I guess so.
Maybe.
All right, man. That's enough baseball talk. Baseball's over, dude. I'm so
More than
sad.
enough.
I'm so sad.
Whatever.
Whatever. So your 49ers lost.
Fucking lost. Fucking lost because a rookie motherfucking kicker fucking shanked the shit out the ball.
Yeah.
Completely shanked it, dude.
He had just nailed that other one,
He
dude.
did from the same distance.
Yeah.
And completely fucking shanked this one.
That's what happens when you're under pressure.
But what can they do?
I mean, it's just like you saw what Garoppolo does under pressure. He throws
Yeah.
the ball to the other team.
Yeah, when it came down to the last
He got lucky
the
that
last drives, dude, in the fourth quarter and even in overtime, dude, he was like throwing high and throwing wide. And I'm like, dude.
those 2 didn't get picked off that the linebackers had their hands
Yeah,
on.
dude. I'm like,
KJ
come-
Wright should have had that first one.
He really needs to settle down, but he hasn't played that many professional games yet. I'm
Yeah.
still gonna be like, dude, he still is developing in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he sat behind Brady for a while, and it was his 3rd year with the Niners, 2nd year
Second year.
with the Niners. One of them, he was injured majority of the year. I mean,
Yeah.
he really hasn't had a lot of game time, and especially in that kind of situation.
Yeah.
But they took Seattle all the way to the end, came back, and took them to the end of fucking overtime. Which, if Shanahan played that better, he probably could have just milked that fucking clock out when there was like a minute something left
Yeah.
and just fucking draw. Fuck it. Let's milk this shit out. Give him the ball with like 30
Well, you're
seconds.
trying to win the game, man.
I know
you're
you're
not trying to
playing-
fucking tie.
I know you're-
Tying's like kissing your sister.
I know, but
I mean,
They
in
would've-
your
they-
case, you would love it.
they would have went 9-0-1. You would have still been unfucking defeated.
Yeah.
I mean, but
They would have been 8-0. 8-0-1.
yeah, my bad. My math sometimes.
You're
is
giving them
bad.
a win and a tie.
But dude. I mean, they were in there, considering they didn't have Kittle.
Yeah.
Their veteran receiver Sanders, that probably had the best hands
Yeah.
out of the wide receivers, fucking out the game. You know, the Breida got hurt. He was nursing an ankle
Yeah.
during that game, so they kind of had their limitations, and they still did pretty fucking decent.
Yeah.
To hang
But
in
to
there.
me, it's like I don't think the Seahawks are like top of the
tier.
tier. You know, because to me, I think people are still thinking about the Seahawks back how they used to be. You know, and that's not them anymore.
Yeah.
Their defense isn't as good.
Well, yeah, they don't have
Their
Earl
offense
Thomas
is
and
their offense is a little better. You know, and Russell Wilson's legit, and he's the one that's winning them games. But
between him and Lamar Jackson, they may be playing for the MVP.
yeah, right now they are.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
him, Lamar Jackson, and
Don't say he's Deshaun Watson.
no. What's his dick? Pat Mahomes. He would be in there even more if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't want to say Seattle's a complete bad team.
No, they're
I mean,
not.
they're
I'm not
not.
saying that either. I'm
But-
not saying that either. But I don't think they're like Drew Brees. I don't think they're the Saints or
No.
the Packers.
No, the Saints have way more talent and a better quarterback and a better defense.
Yeah, I think those are the 2 top teams, the Packers and the Saints. Even though the fucking Saints, dude, what the fuck happened to them?
Dude, a complete blowout.
They're fucking lay an egg at home, dude.
Complete blowout. Dude.
That's
That was-
crazy.
yeah, it's unusual to see that from Drew Brees and the Saints.
Yeah,
They're usually on top of their game.
And then the Packers fucking lay an egg too.
Yeah,
I guess the Chargers.
it was one of those weeks, man. But
Yeah, I'm glad the Texans were playing.
for that San Francisco game, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're Mike Shanahan, do you not go to Robbie Gold and say, "Motherfucker, go put some pads on. I need one kick from you.
I mean,
One
I'd like
fucking
him
kick.
to.
One fucking kick, bro. That's all I need. And then you can go get your dick sucked and nurse your quad later."
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what I would do.
Yeah.
You're talking about a rookie kicker.
But dude, he had just nailed one
he did
right
but
down the fucking middle.
He
dude.
did. He was.
I thought they had won it.
he was 3 for 3 or 4 for 4
Yeah.
on his field goals. He was doing good.
Yeah.
But you're talking about overtime to win the game.
Yeah.
They ice you once, and you're just like, that's
Yeah.
a lot of. And you're just coming off of one game with the Chargers, and
Yeah.
then you were cut.
I had thought whenever they got back into field goal range, I changed the channel. I was
You thought
like,
it
they
was
got it
over.
one. Yeah. I changed the channel, and then I changed it back, and then I was like, the game shouldn't be on, but I changed it back anyways. I don't know why. I just hit last. You know how you just sometimes you just hit last. I hit last, and it went back, and I was like, why the fuck are the game's still on? And then it panned over to the kicker, and he had like this sad look on his face, and I was like, oh, this fucking dude missed
Dude,
it, man.
was heartbreaking.
Was that like his first like high pressure professional
Yeah.
kick?
He
Yeah.
was a rookie.
Fuck, he's gonna
Well, that was
remember
his second
shit.
one because the first one was clutch.
Well, yeah, it was to get him into overtime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
So it was basically like his second one. This one was to win the game though. The other one was to tie.
yeah, to win the game, dude, he just played one game with the Chargers,
Yeah.
and we picked him up because Robbie Gold, our kicker, got hurt.
Pro
So-
Bowl kicker.
Yeah, so you're talking about a rookie coming in that situation.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of fucking pressure, And our Pro Bowl, I would, motherfucker, go out there in your fucking whatever you're wearing and go kick this fucking ball for us.
Yeah.
But dude, you know what?
It was a good game though.
It was a good game,
It
and
was probably the best Monday night game they've had all season.
it was a great game, and defenses on both sides fucking played out, dude. There was so many turnovers, and I wasn't mad, even though they took a loss. There was still a lot of good in there, man.
Yeah.
Considering the game we put up with some of our players out,
Yeah.
and you have some teams like because I'm reading this Cowboy things, they lose.
Can you blow that up a little bit?
They lose, and you got numerous Cowboy fans are like, dude, our defense is hurt. We don't have this person. We don't have that person. It's like, but
Who was hurt on the Cowboys?
not this last game,
Oh.
but the games when they were losing, and they were like, oh, our defensive guys are hurt.
Yeah.
And it's like I get that, but your coach should have your backups ready.
Yeah.
There should be other people ready, and so I'm happy that that they at least stayed in the game.
Yeah.
That showed some promise.
Who is that? Do we know who that is? No. Whenever you text in, can you please text your name?
So what about the Cowboys?
What about the Cowboys? They fucking suck dick.
Dude,
I mean,
look,
they
played a good game, right?
yeah
Ezekiel Elliott
got shut down.
completely shut down.
What do you have? 20 carries for like 30 yards or some
He
shit
looked
like
like
that.
complete trash. But
Highest paid running back in the league, bro.
I still feel like the Cowboys aren't gonna win a Super Bowl unless they get rid of Garrett. Because
You think it's Garrett or Jerry? You think
dude,
it's
it
Garrett?
could be both.
Yeah.
But when you're in the situation they had where they were 3rd and 2 or some shit, and they let Zeke run it again after he just got shut out the run before that,
Yeah.
it's like, what are you doing? It's like
Yeah,
this
I
dude
didn't-
hasn't done nothing all
when they
game.
got down into that situation, they're at the when they were in the red zone,
Yeah.
and they gave the ball to Zeke twice. I was like, why are you giving it? Maybe it was they were trying to run clock.
Maybe, but it's still
Maybe,
like he hasn't
but that
done
doesn't.
nothing.
Yeah, that doesn't. To me, those were two terrible play calls, and then the pass to Zeke. It's like, dude, the guy hasn't done nothing all game. You haven't been trying to feed him the ball all game.
Yeah.
I mean, you were feeding him the ball, but he wasn't doing
He's
anything.
not doing nothing.
Okay, so you go to him 2 times with the run. He gets stopped both times, loses 2 or 3 yards on the second one, and then you your next play call is a little flat route to him, and he hadn't done nothing.
I didn't get that play calling at all, and I just like, dude,
You had fucking Cooper and Gallup that was slicing the fucking defense up. Them dudes could not be stopped.
yeah,
They were beating the cornerbacks every time.
yeah,
And you choose to throw the ball to Zeke.
yeah, when he wasn't doing nothing. And even still, put it in Dak's hands. Let him decide what needs to be done. And maybe that's a little bit of a Dak thing too, that he needs to start changing plays,
Yeah.
getting more involved, and not just doing what's being called.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like an Aaron Rodgers or Drew Brees or these quarterbacks that take control of the offense and like, dude, I'm look, this is what's gonna go.
Poor coaching. Dak did great.
Yeah.
But Garrett couldn't deliver in the clutch. He needs to go.
But
Dak
that's
couldn't
Garrett.
deliver in the clutch either, man.
Well, I think if they would have left it in Dak's hands, he probably could have. But Dak.
But it wasn't Dak's hands.
But if they call a run play, Dak does it instead of auto.
He doesn't though, because
Instead of changing the play.
he would auto ball. And even on that last pass, dude, if you see that linebacker has Zeke covered like that, don't throw the ball.
Yeah.
You go to your next receiver.
Yeah.
My Uncle Chris, let's see. I'm late, but them Astros are gangsta. AJ was that little kid with a mirror on his shoe, looking at up girls' dresses. Mastermind. Oh man, that dude's about to get fired, bro. That's another thing, man. If this stuff gets proven right about the Astros, and then they're gonna have to fire their manager. They're gonna fire their manager, and they're gonna have to fire Jeff Luhnow.
Why him?
Because he's the baseball operations GM, and from everything I've heard, fucking morning shows and talk shows and all this shit, that dude knows everything that goes on the field.
Possibly somebody's gonna get fired. I would think the manager for sure.
I'd be sad if I was an Astros fan, man.
I'm not sad.
Yeah, but you're not an Astros fan.
I'll be all right. We'll be all right.
But anyways, yeah. Back to Dallas. They fucking suck, dude. I mean, you play good against terrible teams, and then against not terrible teams, you're just mediocre. That's how they're gonna be.
Yeah.
All season. You don't know which team's gonna show up. Dak did play really good this past game, but still couldn't come up in the clutch.
I saw a great meme. You seen that Paul Rudd meme where he's sitting at the table with that guy and he's like, "Look at us. Who would have thought we'd be here?" And the guy's like, "Not me." And he's like, "Not me." And he's like laughing, like, "Who would have thought they'd be in this situation?" Right?
Yeah.
And it's a meme that's been going around to a lot.
Yeah.
But somebody took that meme and said, "This is Romo and Dak's career with a wasted career with Jerry and Garrett at the helm." And it was funny because it's true. You got so much talent there.
I agree with Romo, but I don't agree with Dak.
It's gonna go to fucking waste if they don't make changes at the helm.
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah. I mean, dude, they do have a lot of talent on that defense, man.
I mean, it's not only
The
that.
offense too, but Zeke
offense has a
isn't
shit
playing. Zeke isn't playing like he should be.
I'll
playing.
give Zeke a bad game. Zeke has good games. And they're entitled to one bad game. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Now, if from here on out, if he has more of them, then you got to be like, okay, what's going on with Zeke? But
Yeah.
I'll give him a bad game. But you have Zeke, you have Dak, who's not anything special, but he's good. He's good enough, right?
Maybe. I don't know if he's good enough to.
You have Amari Cooper, you have Gallup, who's a rising, he's a rising receiver.
The kid's legit.
He's good.
Yeah, Gallup
he's
is
making
good.
plays. And then you even have a backup running back who does decent too. What's his name?
Pollard.
Pollard.
Yeah.
When he comes in, he moves the chains. I mean, they have on top of their offensive line, on top of a defense that's been playing pretty good. They have a good, solid team.
Yeah.
But
To me, they're just the Cowboys, man.
dude, if the coach can't manage better, then this is where we're gonna be at.
They're kind of like the Browns. You know what you're gonna get every year. You know.
Dude, the Browns are.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say the Cowboys are. The
No,
Browns.
I'm
The
not
Browns
saying
a
they're. I'm
complete
not saying
shit
they're the
show.
Browns, but I'm saying they're. You know that like I compared them just because you know what you're gonna get out of them every year. The Cowboys, you know, they're gonna look great in some games, and then in when they play somebody really good,
Yeah.
they're not gonna
But
play
they
good.
kind of have the same
But
problem.
it's
They
just like,
have
you know,
bad
going in-
coaching. Both teams suffer from
Dude.
bad coaching.
I don't know if it's the coaching, man, because fucking Baker Mayfield blows dicks.
He's had some decent games, but true, he's throwing more interceptions
He looks fucking
than
terrible.
touchdowns.
Have you seen his?
Yeah.
Dude, he looks fucking terrible.
Yeah, he looks like he's
The shit's weighing on him.
yeah,
He looks like he's been in the White House for fucking 15 years.
yeah, he looks weathered, man. Like he's just ready to quit.
You think Zeke messed up everyone's mojo for being greedy at the beginning of the season? I don't know about that. I
mean,
think.
Go for it.
I don't know. You go ahead. I don't know.
I mean, I think as a football player and especially as a running back, your time is small. Your window is small.
yeah.
So good on him for making the money. You know what I mean? I mean, that's everybody's goal in the NFL. You want to get paid. You want to have a great career. And with the running back, it's a real short career. So make the money. I don't think it was greedy.
No.
But with that money comes
I
big
mean, it was greedy, but it
expectations.
wasn't greedy.
With that money comes big expectations.
Yeah.
And you got to be ready to fill those shoes, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be ready to step up. And like I said, this is really the first game that I've seen that he really was just like, dude, what the fuck's going on? I mean, even when he got tackled, he was fucking laying on the ground like,
Dude, it seemed
Like,
like
just-
it seemed like at the end of the game he didn't, because towards the end of the game, even one of the announcers was like, "Dude, there was a hole there," and Zeke didn't, like, he just hesitated, like he didn't expect that hole to be there, so he was just like basically giving up.
I mean,
But you got the highest paid running back in the league behind that offensive line,
yeah.
and he gets 20 carries for I think it was like 30 something yards,
Yeah.
right? And then on the other side, you got fucking Dalvin Cook.
He's a fucking
Dude,
monster,
he looked
dude.
fucking ridiculous.
Dude, Dalvin Cook is so good. But Dalvin Cook is Zeke last year. Zeke the year before, where he was just showing out before he got paid. Dalvin Cook's hungry. He wants the payday.
Yeah.
He wants to look back and say, I lead in rushing yards and touchdowns, blah, 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 blah. Pay me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they all get there. I'm like I said, I'm not a Cowboy fan, but I'm not going to jump on on Zeke too hard because for all I know, he could have had explosive diarrhea and he didn't want to hit nothing hard because he didn't want to shit himself. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I want to look up if he had diarrhea right now.
That makes sense to me. If I had explosive diarrhea,
You just
I'm
want to
not-
lay down all the time.
yeah,
you know?
I'm tiptoeing around. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to fucking burst anything. I mean, that's embarrassing, dude. I'd rather take a loss and look like shit than shit myself on the field on live TV.
When's the last time you shit yourself?
I mean, probably since I was a baby in Pampers.
You're
Huggies.
fucking lying.
Man,
You're a fucking liar.
Is that something normal? Should we all just be shitting ourselves or
I
what?
know. I'm just saying you're lying.
All right.
So you're saying since you got out of diapers, you haven't shit yourself?
Yeah.
You're lying.
Are we? I mean, like I said, is that normal? Are we supposed?
I
to
don't
just
know
be
if
like,
it's
yeah,
normal,
I
but
shit myself earlier today.
you don't have to lie about it, bro.
I always carry some extra jeans in the,
know what I mean?
in the car just in case. You never know when you're gonna shit yourself.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know, man, but
The Cowboys are weird, man.
I think one thing everybody could agree on: there's way too much talent on the Cowboys team for them not to be playing.
Yeah, what they're 5 and
Right.
4 now. They're tied with well, they're not tied with the Philly because they'll have the
Division. They
yeah
won
because
more
they beat
division
Philly.
games.
They beat Philly, so they'll have the edge on that.
Yeah. But look, they're in a bad conference as well. Who do they? I mean, who? All they
Yeah,
have
nobody's
to do,
there,
all they
dude.
have to beat is Philly. That's it.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? That's it.
it's true.
So I mean, I don't know, man. Something. I think if they don't make it deep into the playoffs this year, Garrett's gone. He has to be gone. He has to be.
Yeah,
And whether they grab someone from college, who knows?
let's see. Zeke this year, 53 yards, 111 yards, 125 yards, 35 yards, 62 yards, 35 yards against New Orleans, 62 yards against Green Bay, 105 yards against the Jets, 111 against Philly, 139 against the Giants, 47 against Minnesota. So I mean,
What?
you see the trend there.
So good defenses, he's not getting yardage.
Yeah. Well, against good defenses, you know what they're gonna do. they're gonna take Zeke away and they're gonna make Dak beat you.
Yeah.
Which Dak's not gonna beat you. Which to me, this is the same kind of thing you're gonna start seeing against the 49ers.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna see them start stacking the box and making Garoppolo beat you.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is gonna happen.
You don't think he can beat him?
I don't
He
think
hasn't
I don't
been
think
playing-
Garoppolo I don't think Garoppolo is the kind of quarterback that you want with the game.
On the line?
Yeah.
He may be. I mean, he may shock some people. I'm not saying he's great,
Yeah.
but he may just be good enough that he can make some throws and make some things. Because he did make some throws, dude, where he's not afraid to throw the ball.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to throw deep. And, you know, if he's not pressured, he's throwing pretty accurate. And like I said, who are they working with?
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is that you're right. They don't have any talent.
Kittle's their best guy.
Yeah.
If you gave that dude 2 solid receivers, it'd be a different story.
Yeah.
You know how many passes fucking Samuels dropped? How many passes Goodwin dropped?
What happened
the-
to
the-
that kid, Patton? Isn't that kid supposed to be legit?
Pettis?
Pettis, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he was. But now you got the rookie Samuel coming in, and he's just showing out.
Indeed, way too much talent to be losing games. Ultimately, it's poor coaching.
true. I agree.
Dude, I don't think you could put it all on coaching, though, man. I don't think you could put it all on coaching. Yeah, they get some of the blame, but I don't think you can put all the blame on them. You know what I mean? Is Dak going to be great, you know, with a different coach? I don't think so.
I don't know, man. I think a different coach brings in a different culture, brings in a different aspect, brings in, you know, accountability to everybody, and changes the way the game is played for that team. It can be a spark, man, that ignites a fire.
I get that, dude,
Well,
but I don't think that Dak is going to turn into an elite quarterback with a different coach.
But with all that talent, he doesn't need to be elite. He just needs the rest of the team to play good, and they need to want to
That's true.
play,
Yeah.
and they need to want to win, and that's all it takes.
Yeah.
And maybe a new coach, a better coach. For all we know, dude, they could be tired of fucking Garrett and just like, dude, I'm tired of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, man.
This fucking Carrot, I'm tired.
Dude, Texans play Baltimore this week. Gonna be a fucking legit game.
Dude,
God, I hope we win that
they're
game.
losing.
You think we're gonna lose?
You're not slowing down, Lamar.
Right out
Jackson.
the back. Dude, we haven't had anybody rush against us over 100 yards in like I don't know how long. We got like we have the longest streak in the NFL right now.
I don't know, man. That Lamar Jackson, dude, he's something special, man.
Dude, he's crazy. But
mean-
again, it was the Bengals that he was playing against this past weekend. So
True.
relax.
But every other game before that, he's been playing pretty good.
I don't know. I haven't really paid attention
Is he
to.
winning more than Deshaun?
I don't know. I don't know what the Steelers. What's the Steelers? Well, I mean the Steelers. What's the Ravens' record? Ravens' record standings. Ravens are 7-2. They've won one more game than us. We're 6-3.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be good, dude. I want to see like 2 Michael Vick-ish quarterbacks just up and down the field. Just
All right, dude. How about them Longhorns? That little field goal win against K-State. Dude, the defense played fucking legit in the second half. We gave up 3 points.
yeah. In the second half, can we start a game like that,
I'm just saying, dude. Be fucking
dude?
be happy.
I'm happy that
Be
they got-
happy we shut them down. They did what they needed to do. We got a W.
I'm happy we got a win by 3 points. Not too excited about their gameplay. It's still lacking. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know.
What do you think about us going into Iowa State? 7-point underdogs.
Deserved.
You think so?
Dude, we go into every game from here on out underdogs.
You think so?
Iowa State, we still have Baylor
Still have Baylor and then Tech.
and then Tech. Dude, I have no confidence in the Longhorns right now.
Yeah,
I mean, they okay, Kansas State, they came out of a bye.
yeah,
Again, came out of a bye and we're flat.
yeah.
Out of a bye, just like West Virginia. Out of a bye, flat. Again, flat.
Mm-hmm.
You put your the game in the kicker's hands, which if we had a
He's
better
clutch,
kicker, we
though.
might have fucking won a game, and I'd be happy. But I don't know, man. Then that kicker got a big head, dude. You
Dicker
follow
the
him-
kicker?
You follow him. It's because everybody calls him Dicker the kicker, and he's
Got a
like,
big dick.
I got my backpack, and I put everybody on my shoulders. And it's like, dude, they got you to like the 10 fucking yard line to make that.
Bro,
kick.
but he still has to get the kick. The fucking kicker from San Francisco wouldn't have hit that shit.
maybe from 10 yards, he
Not to
would've.
win the game.
Maybe from 10 yards, he would have.
Not to win the game.
I think so.
That dude would have crumbled.
I think. Did you see the pictures of how he showed up to the game with his shirt unbuttoned and his tie all loose?
No,
and-
that shit's out of context. So that he says he does that before every game. When he's walking up to the thing, he starts taking his shirt off because he wants to get dressed faster. He says he always does that though,
Did somebody tell him, but you're the kicker? Why do you have to dress faster than everybody
so
else?
he can get out and fucking
You're
warm
going to
up,
go
bro.
out there just a few times.
He's gonna warm up.
Okay, all right, man. I mean,
Dude, how could you not have a big head with your name Dicker?
I
The
mean,
kicker.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Sure. But,
Better from the mouth from the south, I'll tell you that right
we
now.
blow it up because everybody's like, kicker the dicker. Kicker the dicker.
Dicker the kicker.
Kicker, dicker the kicker.
And then LSU beat Bama.
True. And
Fuck
Bama's still going to
Alabama,
be into the
dude.
playoffs.
Yeah.
What does it even
Oh,
fucking
dude.
matter?
So you know how everybody fucking made a huge deal about, the president going to the baseball game when they were in Washington, right? They made a big deal about him getting booed and shit. Right? You saw that, right? Brandon, you saw that?
Yeah.
Okay. So Brandon's not a sports guy and he saw that, right? Did you see how he was welcomed in the Alabama versus LSU game?
Yeah, with cheers.
I wonder why.
But I think
I wonder why.
For real, he was cheered.
Dude, fucking
think they tricked
deafening cheer.
I think they tricked us. They tricked it though.
No.
They were throwing like in a sign like applause now and showing you something and got everybody hyped. And
It's
then
not a
they-
fucking late night
and then,
talk show,
And then
dude.
the camera moved to the president and everybody's already cheering. And they're like, "Well, fuck, man, we're already cheering."
No, dude. He got fucking cheered. Deafening cheer, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
So, what does that mean?
It's just weird, dude. Like, why do you see, like, everybody was fucking talking about it when he got booed because Washington is a liberal,
Liberal AF.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like Austin, right? But you go down to Alabama, what the fuck kind of people you think are there? You know what I mean? Conservative. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Deep
other
South.
people would have other words to say of the people that are there.
Yeah.
But
they're
we're
not
gonna
nice.
jump. Well, we're not gonna jump to assumptions
Yeah.
either.
But
blanket statements.
You know what I mean? And then he gets a fucking, he gets a crazy cheer. But no, like I said, nobody heard about it.
They didn't show that on TV.
Like,
did they?
exactly. Brandon heard about him getting booed at the Nationals game, but he didn't hear about him getting cheered at the Bama game.
No.
Why?
I remember
Because-
like they actually showed it because I watched a little bit of the game, and part of the game that I saw, like they showed him, like, and it was on TV, him getting booed. But that's weird how he got applauded.
Yeah, and they
But
don't show
all
it.
the videos you find of it are from people in the stadium
Yeah.
because that wasn't.
Yeah, you don't.
That's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible. Just saying. There's
Just-
a little bit of bias
Just
out there.
things you notice.
It's a little bit of bias. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are we in surprise?
They're trying to talk about how they're trying
Not
to
yet.
make everybody seem like they hate Trump, like the America hates Trump, but in Alabama they love him. Know what I mean?
I hear you. That's great.
He's just so lost.
It's great for
Where are
Trump.
we at?
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Surprise!
Surprise, motherfucker. Dude, so all right, we're gonna get this one out of the way first. Dude, what do you think about this Rodney Reed case?
I don't know nothing about it.
You don't know nothing about it?
Somebody was accused of something and they want to let him free, right?
I don't know if they want to let him free. I think they just want a retrial.
A retrial.
Yeah,
Why?
you
they
know
find-
about it,
they
right,
find
Brandon?
New
A
evidence?
little bit, yeah. I've seen the guy standing on the bridge over 35, waving the flag and the banner.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been out there
Oh, I haven't
quite a
seen
bit.
that.
But yeah, basically, I mean, from little I know, I think it was like the 90s. He got convicted of murder. I think out in Bastrop.
Yeah, Bastrop.
Yeah. But there was a whole bunch of just like shortcomings in the case and the trial and everything, and he got convicted, and of course murder, it's death penalty. But from what I say, like there's apparently a belt that hasn't like that the woman was choked with, but they never DNA tested it.
Yeah, so the thing with
match
that,
up with him.
the thing with the belt was you couldn't back then. They didn't have the technology to test the belt because it was touch DNA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it
so
was
they
on
didn't-
there, but they didn't have.
They didn't have the technology to
what
test
needed
it.
to get
Yeah,
But
and
now
then-
we do.
Well, now we do, but they can't test it now because it's been contaminated because they didn't treat it as like
Evidence.
DNA evidence.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean?
So there's no way.
You can't really test that.
Hmm.
Even his side doesn't. I don't think they really want it tested either.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Hmm.
But a lot of things is people are coming out now and saying that that they knew about their relationship and all this stuff, and it's like, dude, why are you coming out fucking 20 years later when the dude's about to die in 2 weeks?
Yeah, I did hear something that like a cellmate of his was the girl's ex-lover or some shit like that, and he was straight up some Shawshank Redemption shit. Like dude ends up like boarding or something with the guy who is the actual killer. Did y'all see?
No way.
Y'all saw Shawshank Redemption?
No,
No.
I've never seen it. Have
What?
you seen it?
Oh man.
E?
All right, so you'd never get it then.
What are you doing?
What?
This is Hong Kong. Look.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking setting people on fire over there, bro.
Oh shit.
Have you seen that? You haven't
No,
seen
not
it?
They
that.
just walk up to him and pour gas on him and light him up.
Who's
The
them?
protesters. They're lighting the protesters on fire.
Oh, okay. Who are they lighting up on fire though?
The
police?
protesters.
Oh, the police are lighting them on fire.
No, I don't think it's the police lighting the protesters on fire. I think it's somebody else.
Lighting the protesters.
Uh-huh.
Probably government agents. Fuck, dude,
Yeah,
that's
I saw that shit the other day, bro.
some serious shit. I saw the one where they like blatant, outright fucking murdered like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah. Did you see the
Like-
police were over there are spraying people with dye so they
So
can
they
arrest
can-
them later?
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit, man.
Yeah, but America's terrible,
Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the absolute worst.
But yeah, so dude, it's super weird, man. This stuff I was looking into it, today and yesterday and the day before, and it's just weird.
It's a
'cause-
lot of inconsistencies.
well, a lot of the stuff that the media has been putting out there isn't the full truth. It's kind of like I don't know, dude. Because supposedly he had been like raping other girls too, like 4 or 5 other girls. I don't know if it was that many, maybe 3 or 4. But that's where they got his DNA from, to match the Stites killing.
Oh, so they already had his DNA from other.
Yeah.
So,
Like
man.
supposedly one of them was like a 12-year-old girl that he tried to kidnap and rape,
Yeah.
and then and another one was like his kids' moms he was raping and stuff. And I think he anally raped his kid's mom. And then there was some other stuff too. I can't really remember it. That's what I was reading before. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just weird. But then her fiance at the time was like a suspect too, but I don't know. It just wasn't. To me, it wasn't like you didn't really look into the fiance. You know what I mean? Because if the dudes, and this was back in the 90s in Bastrop, where probably a white guy with a white girl with a black guy wouldn't seem acceptable back then, right? And then it'd even be worse if you were you were a white guy and a cop, and your wife was cheating on you with a black dude.
Yeah.
That
Well, and it
doesn't
says
look
here
good.
on the Free Rodney Reed website
Yeah.
that the victim's fiance, Jimmy Fennell, had a history of violence against women. So he sounds like a pretty shitty. Oh, actually, including being convicted in kidnapping and sexual assault.
Yeah.
So he's got a history there. So I mean, that's kind of legit. But
Yeah, but
If-
that's
if they already had Rodney's DNA from other cases, like, yeah, he may not have murdered this woman, but he definitely doesn't sound like a stellar citizen either,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
but
if they've already got his DNA from other rape cases,
mhm.
True, but
But yeah, to kill the man for
You're still
you know
killing him
you're-
for something he didn't do.
yeah.
Well,
no,
you don't.
I,
Nobody knows. Like that's the other thing that bothers me, dude. Like everybody's saying, that he's not guilty. I'm like, dude, you don't know.
true.
Nobody fucking knows if this dude is guilty or not. So stop saying he's not guilty. Okay?
Yes,
That
sir.
that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like you're sitting there, oh, he's not guilty. Let this free man go, or let this guy go. And I'm like, dude, you don't fucking know. Just because you read a fucking article on a website that's biased towards him, say that he's not guilty, then you're like, oh, he's not guilty. Dude, relax. You don't fucking know if he is or he isn't. That's the thing about me. Like, to me, I don't know if he's guilty and I don't know if he's not guilty. It could have been him. It could have been a fucking fiance. Who fucking knows?
man.
But the more you look into his arrest docket, like it has some like pretty damning evidence towards Reed. You know what I mean? Like I have it right here if you want to read it.
Yeah.
But dude, it's like long.
So he's a bad dude.
Well, they're both bad dudes, is what I'm saying. So it could have been either one of them. But it was, dude, it's super weird. So like, one of the dudes that was investigating, right? He was a cop. He ended up killing himself, like a week or two after her body was found. And then there was two beer cans found with that officer and another officer's DNA, like right next to the body. But those officers were never investigated in the murder. Like that seems weird, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's super. I don't know. It's weird, man. It's just some weird shit. Like it was handled terribly.
What were some of the other arrests that he was?
Okay, so like, let's see. Reed became a suspect in Stites' murder after he was arrested for kidnapping, beating, and attempting to rape and murder another 19-year-old woman, Linda Schulter. Schulter was abducted by Reed approximately 6 months after Stites' murder near both the route Stites typically took to work and the time she disappeared, 3 a.m. Reed was regularly seen in this area by Bastrop police officers in the early morning hours, and his home was close to where both Stites and Schulter's vehicles were abandoned. Further, Reed's height, 6'2", aligned with the angle of the driver's seat and the mirrors on Stites' vehicle. Yeah. And then there was another one.
I'm reading one right here. It said that he bounced back and forth between Bastrop and Wichita Falls, where his father and mother lived. In 91, he was accused of an attack. Let's see. He broke in and raped and sodomized his girlfriend in front of the kids.
Caroline Rivas?
I
Was
think-
that her?
No, Lucy E.
Oh, yeah. She was here too.
Yeah, and then the mom filed a police report, but decided it wouldn't be worth it to press charges and all that. So that right there, like,
Yeah.
this dude's a fucking piece of shit.
And then this is another one where, given the similarities between these crimes, law enforcement inquired with DPS if they had Reed's DNA profile on file. They did because Reed had raped his intellectually disabled girlfriend, Caroline Rivas. Reed's DNA profile was compared to the foreign DNA inside on Stites' body. The two were consistent. So, I don't know, dude. It's super
that's a
weird,
touchy
man.
one.
But see, that's the thing. If you just look at the Now This and fucking Vice, you're
They're
gonna
not
see.
gonna
You're
tell
gonna.
you.
They're not.
Yeah.
You're not gonna read this shit. You know what I mean?
I didn't know about any of that, any of his past. I really kind of just thought he was kind of caught up in a bad thing. But no, it's like, yeah, he may not have killed this woman, but I mean,
But who knows, dude? You know what I mean? Who fucking
true,
knows?
yeah, but let's just pretend that maybe he didn't.
The thing that was also fucked up was this dude, for some reason, he like when he had gotten arrested and they asked him if they knew her, he was like, "No, I don't know her. Never seen her. Never talked to her. Nothing."
Yeah,
And then they're like, "Well, we have your DNA on her." And then he goes, "Oh, well, we were in a relationship, a secret relationship that nobody knew about." at the time, except for his family, which I think his mom and like his brother or something came out and said that they had seen her at the house or whatever. So it's fucking super sketchy, the whole thing, dude.
What do you think Abbott's gonna?
I don't
Gonna
think he
pardon him?
is.
I mean, now knowing
Well,
that,
the only thing that he can do, I don't think he could pardon him. I think he could stop the execution or postpone it, and then like maybe do a retrial.
yeah,
But I don't know.
damn. I mean, yeah, it's like we don't. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of torn on that. Like, if he didn't, but I mean, there's no way to tell now because the DNA's all fucked up. But even if like he didn't kill her, like we're not losing an innocent person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
You look
I
at
mean,
it
you
that
still
way.
don't want to kill the dude.
No,
though.
no, yeah, you don't.
You know,
but,
if he's not
yeah.
guilty, I don't want him to die. You know?
Well, not guilty of killing her because
Yeah.
that's what he was on trial for.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not going to be a terrible loss.
I'm not saying that.
I mean,
You, what does this one say? I wonder if people are saying not guilty to the Stites murder, but no other for the other stuff. I don't know.
I don't know. That's
The-
a
well,
good,
the
good
other-
comment.
the other
Texter, hey,
ones
why
are,
don't you call in? Texter 830-875-0637.
the other ones are the other ones are done. I think they're like he's not on trial for any of the other stuff.
No.
Like he got acquitted of I think all of it.
Well, yeah. Damn.
Yeah, which is weird too. You know, I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
usually they would just not pursue it because he's already death penalty. But
Well, one of them was like one of them the trial had gone on for like 5 years or some shit.
shit,
Yeah,
that'd suck to sit on that jury.
right. But anyways, we're just. It's me, Eric, Mr. Top Shelf. Oh, about time you fucking wait till the end of the show to tell us. But yeah, man, that's just something weird, dude. But like what I'm saying is like instead of just reading, you know, I think people should look into stuff more than just the regular.
Oh, for sure.
You
But you
know.
know they're not because, like you said, the Now This.
But it's
and
hard to
Vice
find. It's
news
hard to
clips.
find stuff like it's hard to find truth whenever all the media is just pouring out bullshit. You know what I mean? Like it took me a while to find that stuff. Like it wasn't like I found it in the first page of Google.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you type Rodney Reed. The first website that comes up is the Free Rodney Reed
Yeah.
Project or whatever it
Yeah.
is. E, what you think?
Yeah, if he ain't guilty, don't send him to jail.
Well, he's already in
Don't-
jail.
Don't kill him.
Yeah, but what do you think about his past though? Like all the other rape cases.
Well, he
and-
was accused of a lot, but got not guilty.
Yeah, I
So,
mean,
I mean,
OJ
am I-
was not guilty, but
And we still don't know if he did or not.
come on, bro.
What? Dude, you were
Ice Cube said
you're,
OJ did
you're
it.
taking the Astros fucking 2017 championship trophy from them already,
Yeah, dude.
and it's all speculation. But this
Yeah.
guy got to die.
OJ did it. No, I'm not saying he has to die. I
I'm
never
just
said
saying,
that.
There's
I'm saying if-
accusations. I mean, maybe he's not a great person, and he was accused of a lot of things, and maybe he served time doing other things. But he served his debt to society when he went to jail. That's what they tell him, right? You're gonna go to jail for 10 years, and
Well, he's dying.
well, he's dying for this. But I'm saying
Yeah.
if he did anything else, and they said you're going to jail for 10 years, and he goes and does it, he paid his debt. That's what he had to do. He went and did
And I
it.
think it's like
Now he's
next
back
week,
out.
right?
Yeah, he dies on like the 20th.
But if he got acquitted of everything, then there wasn't enough evidence or proof that he did anything.
yeah,
It's just hearsay.
yeah.
So, and even this,
But it was weird. It
he's
was
on a
weird
death
because
penalty, but there's so many questions around it, and you're like, well,
Yeah.
damn, did he even get a fair trial?
But it kind of, dude, this thing kind of resembles another one that he had earlier with, I can't remember who the chick was, but I was reading that it said that he had said that he knew her in high school, but hadn't talked to her since. And then once they were like, oh, we found your DNA on her too. And he goes, oh, well, I did have sex with her.
Well, you can. That's out of the blue. Hey, man, I ain't seen her since high school. We saw each other again, and we went at it.
I know, but
fucked
what
her.
I'm saying is like you're like, well, the first time they asked him, he was like, oh, he just blew it off. Like I didn't, I just seen her. I know her from high school.
Which is a true statement. He knew her from high school.
Yeah, but then and he was saying he hadn't seen her. But then when the cops were like, well, we got your DNA on her from a rape kit, and then he's like, oh, well, I did have sex with her, but it was consensual sex.
Well, it's like two different questions.
I don't know, dude.
If you ask me one question, hey man, you know this person? I'm
But like
"Yeah, I
this
know
chick,
from
this
high school,
chick, this
whatever."
chick that he's in jail for right now that he's gonna die for. He, the cops asked him, "Hey, do you know her?"
He said,
And
"No,
he
I don't
said,
know
"No,
her."
I don't know her. Never seen her. Never talked to her." And then they're like, "Oh, we found your DNA on her." Then it was like, "Okay, well, we had a secret relationship."
Well, maybe it was.
Isn't that kind of like
No, it was secret.
suspicious?
It was secret. He didn't want them to fucking know. He's like, dude, I'm not supposed to tell anybody.
I don't know, dude. When the
About
cops
our
are asking
relationship.
you,
Maybe she was dicking down other cops, and he's like, dude, I'm not supposed to say anything.
I don't know, man.
It was secret.
But anyways, so dude, do your own research. Is all I gotta say. This weekend, Saturday, man.
What?
Guess what I went to go see?
This Saturday,
Yeah, this past Saturday,
The Joker.
The Joker.
Dude,
Oh.
by the smile on your face, it was
I
good.
fucking love it.
It's fucking great, right?
It was fucking amazing, dude. From the get go.
It's
I don't know what
I heard
the
it
fuck.
was slow to start.
I don't know what these fucking people
I
are
heard
talking
like first
about,
40,
dude.
45 minutes are slow.
it's
I
kind of
fucking loved every second of it.
it's kind of just a buildup of who he is, his character.
I like a nice long build up.
So you get like 30 minutes of
I love,
final release.
love foreplay.
30 40 minutes of just like just him, what he's going through, the shit that's happening to him, and you slowly start to see this fucking character turning from just this
You get to see him go insane.
like just innocent person
It reminds me of Mia a little bit.
to just fucking going crazy, to just going
can see
crazy.
yourself.
And then later on, as the movie goes on, you find out like, dude, this motherfucker really is crazy. Because
Yeah.
then some of the shit, you're just like, dude, none of it was. It was like, oh,
Dude, but to me, these people that are saying that it was super violent, I'm like, dude, quit being a pussy.
yeah, I'll agree with that.
Fucking
So both
John,
of y'all saying
John
it's
Wick,
not that
John
violent?
Wick
It's
kills,
violent, but
It's not violent, dude. John Wick kills more fucking people in his movies in the first fucking 20 minutes than this dude kills in the whole movie.
Well, it's because they killed his dog.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
justified.
When people saying it's too violent, I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck violence is.
I think maybe it's like the violence where the violence stems from. John Wick has bad people coming at him, and he's kind of defending.
Who's saying they're bad people, man? They
he's
could
ki-
be great fucking drug dealers.
He's kind of defending himself.
yeah.
Where the Joker seems like
Well, he's not defending himself. He's going after.
yeah.
people.
Well, the Joker seems like a guy that goes psycho, and he can't tell real from not real, and then he just kills people because of that.
yeah.
You know, like the whole thing with the girl and the daughter, and he
Dude,
walks
that
I can
out
was-
and
see, I
you're
can
like-
see
that
how
was
people
so
would
good,
would
dude.
say that's more violent.
That
I
was
can see
so
that.
good.
When that happened, I was like, holy shit.
You can see people that say what?
I can see how people would be like E's instance that's more violent. I can see that
because it's from a
argument.
mental aspect. It's,
Yeah,
it's a
and
crazy
I don't
person
know,
just
dude.
killing
I
people.
think what it
and-
is it's not more violent. I think people can relate to it more.
which makes it seem more violent. So
But it-
yeah, no,
but it-
that's probably more accurate.
It shows a good aspect on mental health and
Yeah.
the way the government treats that and treats people with mental health. How you're like, dude, these people don't get no help, and it displays that in the movie. How you know he gets no
Have
help.
you seen it?
No, not
Dude,
yet.
You
it's-
gotta go
it's
watch
really
it.
good.
It's so good.
I might get around to it.
Dude, the
Very
dude,
busy.
the dude will get an Oscar for it, man.
Oh,
this.
for sure. Well, I don't know, man.
Who is
'cause-
it again? That Phoenix guy?
Yeah,
Joaquin
Joaquin
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Because I don't know how Hollywood. You know how Hollywood is, man.
But that's the story.
What does it have on Rotten Tomatoes? Can you check?
That's the story. His acting.
I know, but what I'm
was
saying is
top
Hollywood
notch.
doesn't like those kind of movies, dude. You know what I mean? They don't like those kind of movies.
Yeah, I see what you're
They
saying.
like the fucking feminists, empower women movies.
It was great, man. It was fan.
You want to take a guess?
Yeah, 69%.
Damn it!
Did you see it?
Was
already?
I close?
I saw it too.
Yeah, 69. That's the tomato meter, but the audience meter is 89%.
Dude, I don't
I
see
loved it.
why is that different? Like, who
tomato
the fuck
meter
are these
is-
pussy ass writers that fucking get to judge this shit and give it a 69%? Like, dude, you're a pussy. You're a bitch.
Well, Matthew Licona
Is a bitch.
of the San Diego Reader gave it 2 out of 5 stars.
Oh my god, that guy sucks cock. Not that sucking cock is a bad thing, but he loves the ween.
His
Here we go.
last name is
James,
Lick on
James Kendrick of Network Film Desk gave it 2.5 out of 4.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah,
How
these
do
are
you
all
give-
writers and
How do you
critics.
give that movie a 2?
And then the audience score is 89, and people seem to fucking really.
I
love
really
it.
liked it.
3
dude.
stars,
I-
5 stars.
Dude, I love that movie, man.
I remember
it's the best movie that I've seen in a while.
I remember walking out and just like, fuck.
You said Marty was disturbed by a few.
Yeah, well, both
What
of
did-
us.
what did she- what
we
were-
were kind of like, not disturbed at the violence, but just kind of like, how could they show violence in that way, like stemming from that? You know, it's different when it's just someone. When there's an obvious good guy and bad guy, you know,
Yeah.
killing's gonna happen. I'm gonna chase this guy.
Well, you know he's a bad guy. He's Joker.
But in this aspect, it's a mentally ill
Yeah.
person.
But you know the Joker's crazy.
He eventually turns into the Joker, sure. But what they're showing you is a mentally
The
ill
evolution.
person
Yeah.
that, you know, does these outlandish things, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, but they've
Yeah.
they've done
Dude,
that though
hold
with
on.
movies.
How
Yeah.
good?
That's not an unknown narrative.
I mean, we came out of there and we were just like, dude, how did they show that? How did they?
What though? Like
How did
what?
they
What
get
was
away with-
surprising?
Well, I don't know if I want to say all the things with Brandon hasn't seen it.
Mm.
I won't remember. That's fine. You can go for it.
Like the part with his mom. I'm like, dude, that's kind of fucked up.
Where he kills her?
Yeah, the
Dude,
way
there's
he-
been a
the
bunch
way-
of movies
the
where
way
the
he
dude
kills
kills
it.
his mom.
It's just the way he does it. It's just, I mean, it's not just the strangulation, but it's kind of like just the mental aspect of somebody going crazy. And
But
they
you
do
see
that.
why he did it though.
Well, yeah, I do. But he's also doing the same shit that she was.
Oh, well, he's getting
Exact
her.
same
He's
thing.
getting her back.
It's not getting her back.
He is getting her back.
She was someone who was mentally ill herself and
Mm-hmm.
conjured up a bunch of things that weren't real.
Yeah, just think
But
about
it's
that.
It's the same thing he's doing though. And
Yeah.
he killed her for that.
Yeah, but how would you feel if your mom lied to you your whole life?
I wouldn't kill her.
You don't know.
Oh,
You don't know what you would do.
No, I'm not risking.
You know what I'm saying? You could say you could fucking say right now that you wouldn't kill her, but you wouldn't know what you would do until the shit happens.
No, because I got like kids that depend on me. I'm not.
But
gonna
dude, you
risk
you
going
know
to
you
jail or
never
something.
know.
Okay, let's just say I never know. Sure.
It's not. Let's just say it's just
Dude,
you don't
how-
ever know.
How good
Yeah, you
was
don't
that?
know what you're gonna do
Was
until
that
you're
part
in a
with
situation
the-
like that.
Where the people from work go and check on them? The
Oh,
fat dude and the
dude.
midget.
Yeah, it was funny.
Dude, after
It was
that,
fun. It was good and it was
it was
funny.
fucked up. After that, when the midget was like,
Yeah,
like, "You can go,"
I
and I
couldn't
was
stop
like-
laughing, dude.
dude, I told my dad, I said, dude, he can't fucking kill him. I said, this is gonna be so fucked up. I remember, like, dude, this is gonna be
Yeah.
so fucked up if he kills him. Because the poor guy can't reach the fucking lock. And I'm like, dude, this is so fucked up.
But dude, it was oh man, dude.
It was
I can't
great.
wait. I can't wait to I hope they but dude, like I'm looking forward to the next movie, right? Because they have to do another one, right?
Yeah.
They have to do one with Batman and him.
But
But-
possibly. I don't
What do
know.
you
I
mean
don't know.
possibly?
I don't know if I want to see. I think I could go with a little more.
They have to, dude.
No. I think I could go with a little more development of him. You know, maybe get out of where he's at and then start to do some smaller crimes and start establishing himself as the Joker and building an empire.
I think he already did.
Because I don't want to bring in Batman. Who the fuck is Batman?
Dude, that's the thing is like I was
We
being,
have no Batman.
No,
Don't fuck
no,
it
we
up.
do. Listen, I was saying this. I was like, dude, I can't wait till the next movie where he's with Batman. But then I was like, fuck, man, the next fucking Batman is fucking Twilight Vampire, dude. Fucking Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Fucking, oh,
So,
dude. How many times are you gonna fuck up Batman till you get it right?
Yeah. So my point is, don't fuck it up. Don't introduce Batman.
So
don't
fucking
fuck
annoying.
it up.
But dude, they're already gonna fuck it up because they already casted him. It's not like they're gonna go back on that shit.
No, they did, but they don't have to introduce him into the Joker movie.
They do because that's what the Joker's all about,
I don't-
man.
I
You always
got
need
it.
that other guy.
I got it. That's his nemesis, but you don't have to do it right away.
So who, dude? To me, who is the best Batman for you? And then tell me why. Hurry up,
Dude, I don't know. That's I've
Brandon. You got a favorite Batman?
fucking-
I'm not
It's probably
as
Michael
versed in
Keaton.
it,
No?
so I couldn't give you
It's
one off
probably
the top of my
the
head.
original Michael Keaton.
Michael
Probably
Keaton.
a good one, yeah.
For me, it's Val Kilmer, dude. I fucking
Val
loved Val
Kilmer?
Kilmer as Batman. Yeah,
I mean, he
you know what I
wasn't
mean,
bad.
dude. He was great.
I don't remember a lot of that one.
The bad ones for me were Ben Affleck and George Clooney. I don't
Yeah,
like-
George
I don't
Clooney
like
was
those
bad.
two.
But a lot of people say Christian Bale, dude. But I'm like, dude, Christian Bale wasn't that good. I don't think he was that. He played a good Bruce Wayne. But when it came to Batman, fucking yeah,
Oh yeah, he was the one with that
yeah.
that raspy voice.
20 minutes and I'm 20 minutes and I'm done. You know what I mean? Like, and then the thing that I was saying too was like, so the first Batman that Christian Bale did, it wasn't that good. Do you even remember it?
The first Batman that
The
Christian Bale did.
Yeah. Do you remember
I
it?
watched them all.
But do you remember it?
No,
Because it wasn't good.
probably not. Yeah.
Okay. The one, and that's the thing about Christian Bale is like, dude, Christian Bale didn't make those movies. The antagonist did. The bad guy, the
Yeah.
Joker,
The Joker made that other one, and then
made
Tom
the second
Hardy
one, and then
with
Tom
Bane.
Hardy as Bane made the
I
third
love
one.
Tom Hardy as Bane.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody gives Christian Bale these props for being a good Batman, but it's like, dude, no, he wasn't. The bad guys in those movies made those entire movies.
Yeah. I think Batman is such a hard superhero to fill because there's nothing special about him.
It is.
He's just a billionaire that puts on a mask and fights.
Yeah. But
That's it.
fucking, dude, you can't do it with the fucking 400-pound Ben Affleck. I mean, he was so fat, dude, his fucking cheeks were coming out of the bat suit.
Yeah.
Like, you got 400-pound Batman, like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Then he has that big fucking asshole on his chin, and it's like, dude, how do people not know you're Bruce Wayne? Bruce Wayne and Batman just happen to have an asshole on their chin. What are the odds
Big
of
old
that?
fucking dumper on your face.
Yeah, it's like, I can run into like 30 people a day, and I'll probably
Yeah.
won't see one person with an ass on their face.
Yeah.
But Batman and Bruce Wayne happen to have one. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah. And
I
then,
don't buy it.
dude, Robert Pattinson's going to be so fucking terrible.
All right, so see,
God.
give me another Joker movie, just more of a development, more of him going crazy.
You can't, though, man. He's
establish
already
himself.
crazy.
He is, but it's the early stages. Like when it leaves.
Dude, he's already Joker
okay, tell
when it
me
leaves.
this.
He's already Joker when he
When he
the movie
leaves,
leaves.
and they end up in the state hospital, is he in there? Or is he just make believing everything that happened? Or was he in there and he just made believe everything?
No, he's in there, but he's about to fucking escape.
Maybe he was in there because he's crazy and he make believe his life as Joker.
No.
Maybe that was all made up.
No.
Because this dude hallucinated about everything.
No, he got caught. He got caught, but
So do
he's
you
about
think
to
he
get
got
out.
he got caught at the talk show? Or you think
No.
the whole thing when he
No, he escapes. He gets caught at the talk show, but then the truck
and then
hits.
he goes and they hid, and then he's
Yeah.
out there with all the Jokers and he does his face. And
Yeah.
But I'm saying we don't know what part is make believe.
No, I know.
His imagination.
That's the real fucking part.
Because so much of that was imagination.
Because they were showing like, hey, he's with his people now. And he's about to run shit.
Maybe he's imagining.
He's about to run shit. No.
Maybe that part where he's in the cop car. Look, listen.
You're way.
When he's in the cop car and
Yeah.
he's looking out the window and he sees everybody, maybe in his head he starts to glorify it and he starts to make this world where he's the kingpin of it. And he hallucinated. That's what he did, dude. He made make-believe worlds and he would put himself in.
I get what you're saying, but I don't think that's what happened.
Okay, well, I'm glad that we're allowed to have opinions and you just don't say what goes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not what happened, but
No, it is
I
what
know.
happened.
No, it's not.
No. Can we have a fair fucking trial, asshole?
No. Not in.
I
not
mean,
in
you were
Austin,
just saying,
Texas.
I wish people would read and not just say what they think, and that's just how it is. And
Yeah,
that's
but you
exactly
didn't
what
read
you do.
nothing. You just make it up in your mind.
And so are you.
Nah. I watched the movie.
So did I.
Yeah, I know, but you like when you watch stuff, you like interpret things by yourself.
Don't we all interpret?
No. Like
I mean,
you
that's-
could watch something and see that it happened.
That's part of having an opinion.
No,
It's
you could watch
your
something.
interpretation of
You
something.
could watch something and see what happened, and then you know what's gonna happen next. But you start going off the rails and start talking about great Jedis and shit.
Dude, because
They're a thing.
I know, but he was saying they were gonna come out in the movie, and they didn't.
and they still might.
No.
This whole
Anyways, we
this
gotta get
whole
the fuck
Rey,
outta here.
This whole Rey and Skywalker.
Oh, here we go.
They're gonna
Right.
be. They could be a new type of Jedi. That's why they're no longer called
I can't
Jedi.
wait till that
They're
movie,
called,
dude.
They're
When
gonna
does
be
that
called
movie come out?
Skywalkers. December 25th.
Are we?
Christmas. It's gonna be called Skywalker now. They're
we
no
gonna go
longer
watch
gonna
it
be
together?
Jedis. I hope so, dude. Holding each other's dicks,
Yes.
dicks in hands.
No, they're lightsabers. Hello.
Where am I at, man?
Yeah. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Fucking lightsabers.
Anyways, let's get the fuck out of here, man. I'm tired. All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for checking us out, hanging out with us. Go check us out on Facebook, Twitter at From the Left Hash. See y'all next week.
Yeah. Bang some chains.